Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. We are into the Great Pond reconstruction. And I'm just going to take a walk around the pond, pretty much for documentation purposes. Looking right into the sun, don't know how great this is going to be. We'll get down here and turn around. All right. We got the footer poured 2 days ago. And we are waiting on the rest of the rebar. And then the contractor, Johnny, he's going to come back and set up. He's going to set up the poured concrete forms. So, we're really pretty anxious to see what it's going to look like when it's done. It'll probably take another year to finish the landscaping, but that's the way it is. Rome wasn't built in a day. The footer's, I think, 40 inches wide and 18 or 20 inches thick. And it's 2 foot below ground, below the bottom of the pond. So there shouldn't be any freeze issues there. Most of it's sitting on solid rock. He drilled quite a few holes in the rock and sunk his rebar in. Got a pretty good little stream of water. It won't take very long for the old pond to fill back up. Once we're done messing around in it, we got to pump it down every once in a while. Yeah, we got to pump it down every once in a while just to keep a dry place to work. We lost a few goldfish. I call it casualties of labor. Friendly fire. But the wall starts here and runs all the way around that end of the pond over to the dam. And it's pretty much so a retaining wall. The bank of the pond was slipping in so bad that our swimming pool, there wasn't really much room to get the Kubota between a steep bank and the edge of the pool. And getting later in years, I didn't want to take a chance of being upside down underneath the Kubota in the pond. So that's the whole purpose, pretty much so, for the wall, is safety factor. There's a big old huge rock right there in the middle of the pond. The whole thing will be 4 foot deep, maybe 7 foot deep in the deep places. Lots of frogs. That's the little tool right there he doesn't always work with. He calls it his unicorn. He thinks there's only a couple in the world. You may be right. I've never heard of an IHI piece of equipment. But it's a little digging machine. Give you a good look at what's going on from the back side of the property. It's quite a mess. And you haven't seen the worst of it yet. Find a way to get through here without getting stuck. He cleaned 24 to 30 inches of muck, just general debris out of the bottom of our pond. Personally, I think it's remnants of lilies. We've had lilies in this pond for about 22 years now, and every time they die, they just sink to the bottom. Well, after that many years of sinking, you get a lot of muck. You can see this high spot right over here. This is a spot that he hasn't cleaned out yet. So you can just look at the difference in between the bank here and in between the bank over there. You can see how much stuff has been dug out. Look at all those big old lily roots. Those things are just huge. And they're pretty much so worthless because lilies grow from a growing tip. Those old roots just get down in there and rot and clog up the world. But everything that come out of the pond went over the back of the dam. It'll probably take me another year to get this dried up, run the tractor and a tiller through it and get it smoothed out. And that way we can have a little bit of grass to mow. But every time I get down in there, I just about get stuck in the tractor. So we're going to stay out. Okay. Well, there's millions of pictures, but this is really one of the first in-depth videos that I've done. Thanks for watching. Bye.